guys, how's it going? Ginger here, back with a new video, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the video title. We are going against Ryo. He doesn't have a team name, he's just Ryo. And this is week 3 now. Going into week 3, both me and Ryo were 2-0, meaning one of us were going to go into this undefeated, going into week 4 undefeated, which is a big deal for me, since I've only gotten a best of a 2-0 record in NNDL so far. First season I was 0-2, second season I was 2-0, and now this season I'm 2-0. Hopefully 3-0. But this is another post-com, sadly. Ryo fought me at a weird time, so I wasn't able to set anything up. Now, we have a very good team on Ryo's end that gave me so many problems in prep, it took maybe 3 hours to team build. No joke. Now, what does that mean for me? That I was thorough. Now, that's not a good thing usually for me, but it's whatever. So, we have his team that I would consider the best Fairy Dragon Steel Core in the league. His Fire Water Grass is very good. And then you have, his Hoopa, his Donphan, Rotom Heat, Vaporeon, Blossom, Komala, Granbull, and Caracosta. Now let's go over the immediate threats. See the first line? And Vaporeon? Yeah, and Caracosta to an extent. But yeah, so looking at the team, very strong, very, very strong. And we have ways around it. Dragonite, first pick was Coco because it made it to him somehow midway through the draft. Great Pokemon overall. It's his Z-mover. I didn't actually check his Z-movers because I was rushing myself for this. His Z-movers are Dragonite, Blossom, and Caracosta. Yeah, so Coco, I saw coming as an expert belt set because he was able to de-gleam half of my team super effectively. 2 of my Pokemon, but they were both very good Pokemon. And Thunderbolt helped against Clawitzer, which was a threat to Dragonite, Donphan, and Rotom Heat. Yeah. And, it's just a good Pokemon, especially with Expert Belt. Even with Expert Belt. But yeah, so basically, what I was thinking was, how am I going to kill all of these threats? Because he also has Dragonite, which multi-scale with its amazing ability, Dragon Dance, and the Z-move is terrifying. Mega Scizor, which doesn't die to anything, may I remind you. You need heat to kill this thing with fire. A lot of heat. No hidden power in the world is breaking this thing. Hoopa U, which I would just need to run U-turn for. It wasn't really a threat. This thing's not coming. Donphan, which is a great rock setter, great rock remover, good coverage for my team, because he might need that. It's a great Quaker against me. Rotom Heat. I can't hit Rotom Heat effectively. It's weak to 2 typings, water and rock. And if you're Mold Breaker, ground. Or any Mold Breaker type ability. But I don't have that. I would have to assert to Clawitzer, which I didn't do, as you can see by my team, and we'll get into how I stop it later. Then Vaporeon. Huge water type threat to me. I expected it to come because it kind of hurt my Victini. As V-Create, it just eats for breakfast. Blossom doesn't come, it's useless against me. Komala would be a very niche Scarf set to beat stuff like my Victini. Granbull, I could see coming actually. Intimidate is very good against my highly offensive team, but I didn't expect it over the other 6. And Caracosta, I actually prepped for a little bit, even though its speed here is god awful. because Shell Smash was a threat. It really was with Solid Rock, or even 30. I don't even any of its. Either of these two are just great. And its moveset is subpar, but hurts me. So, looking at these Pokemon, these three were so expected, and then it was these two were also basically guaranteed for me. So it was between Vaporeon and Caracosta, which water type he wanted to bring for me specifically. Because Caracosta also bought a physical Victini, I would have to run a special Grass Knot. Which special wasn't too great against the team. So let's get into my team. First off, having my Electros. Now Electros hit everything. With that special attack investment, I was able to hit a Dragonite with HP Ice. I think I was able to one-hit an offensive Scizor with Flamethrower, and I got U-turn chip. I was U-turn so I didn't lose to a Donphan 1v1, and Thunderbolt got me a lot of chip I needed on the Rotom, even though it's not very effective. So it just hit everything I needed it to, at least well enough. And then we have my first choice scarf on the team, Ninetales. Now, when I was looking at it, I thought, Ninetales, what do I do with you? And I was thinking, without Rotom on the board, I Blizzard and I win. Even Vaporeon, if I run Freeze Dry, I win. And Scizor, I have so many pivots into it's not even real. Electros, great pivot from Scizor, for instance, which is funny enough. But yeah, this thing just helped me. I didn't need any speed because it's just that good. His speed tiers are very whack, to say the least. He has like Dragonite and Hoopa that are relatively fast, along with this thing. But I was expecting more defensive, relatively defensive, defensive Donphan and offensive Dragonite. So I just had to build for that thing, speed-wise. And then I just ran Freeze Dry. Moonblast was a good stab for Coco if I didn't have Snow or Hail, of course. And it also hit these guys relatively well, just in case. Then I have my Scarf Victini. Now this Victini, I really did think I wanted to bring Victini this week because I didn't want to hurt his record, and he had a bad matchup. So I had to run a whack set like this. Glaciate to 2-hit. No, it didn't even 2-hit Dragonite, but it slowed him down, so he couldn't set up on me and win. Just in case. And V-Create and Bolt Strike, I had to play this guy very well if I was going to bring him. Like, super specific. I had to read everything Rio was going to do. Ryo, whatever. I'm going to call him Rio, probably. I had to be very specific with every Pokemon, every switch. Then, I ran a very weird Whimsicott. It was regular Memento, wide lens, Stun Spore, hitting Dragonite, hitting, just Dragonite. It was a Dragonite check. It really was. It was very defensive, had Moonblast, and HP Fire. It was actually able to take a less offensive Bullet Punch from the guy. And I was able to run, once again, literally 0 speed, 299. I don't even know what that is. Is that what Dragon 290? 299? Is that? Oh, it's for you, Rotom Heat. Because you hit 298. Is that correct? Yeah. So it was for Rotom Heat, even though I didn't hit Rotom Heat at all. Weird. But yeah, Memento was just, hurt something. Get a chip I need, basically, for Victini, Ninetales, for whatever, or for weak and stuff. Yeah, Crook. Crook is next. I ran Leftovers. Fun. This thing was the reason I was able to, even semi-subdue a, Rotom Heat. Was Rock Tomb. I was thinking Smackdown, but that was unnecessary. And Stealth Rock's also made me want to make sure that thing stayed down. Rocks also helped me with a bunch of rolls. With Dragonite, it kept Dragonite really off the field, meaning he would have to pressure with. Oh, excuse me. He would have to pressure me with defog on Coco and other Pokemon, because he had decent defoggers with 1, 2, 3 amazing defoggers and a rapid spinner that could all relatively deal with this thing. Hence the Fire Fang. And then last but not least, Lopunny, Mega Herrick Tomb, because Herrick Cross and Spiritomb left again for Mega Lopunny, because I'm stupid. This thing was a weird set. The 40 H special defense made it so the Dazzling Gleam Expert Belt roll was in my favor. Or it was in my favor, definitely. And I was fake out, return, quick attack to make sure it always died. And I was fake out Ice Punch for a Dragonite. Because Dragonite's a threat, always. Always. And I always killed it, or Ice Punch, quick attack. Something like that, something fun. So yeah, so let's see what he brought. Exactly what I expected. The 3 threats, those 2, and then he brought Vaporeon, which made me feel good because I'm like, I know what he brought. I built for these Pokemon. So honestly, I don't really remember this battle. It was very sudden. It was on my laptop without a monitor, and my laptop screen is super glitchy. So I'm gonna see what I let off with. I let off with Victini on a Scizor now. I remember leading off with Victini because I was able to either U-turn on a Pokemon like Dragonite or Donphan or a Rotom, and I could break a Sash, I could break Multiscale, something, you know. But he let off the Scizor, so I'm guessing he was expecting me to lead off with Ninetales, which is weird. That I don't think I'd be in a position to do that. Unless he thought I thought he was going to lead Dragonite. So I had to U-turn here. Like I said, I had to play this Pokemon so smart. So I do. U-turn crit did 12, showing me, I think that showed a very defensive. Very, very defensive. Physically. So I go King K.O. Don't Rule. I wanted Rocks Up. No, I wanted Rock Tomb. I tombed him. He toxics me. I'm like, that's whack. Alright, why did you toxic on this very offensive threat? I do that. I don't proc his. I think he was Berry, which I don't proc, luckily, with that move. And then he goes Donphan. I just got Rocks, because I don't think I really anticipated the switch. But he lets this thing get its Iapapa back, and I quaked. It was a safer play to hurt Donphan, basically. Break its thing. So I was able to luckily fake this thing out, and based on the good roll I had, return would end up killing this Pokemon. And he couldn't kill me back no matter what happened. Now, this 12% made it so Coco just really got eaten up. So I was able to return by being like a little faster. He only Thunderbolts, doing a good 69, which was just a standard Coco, and I was able to quick attack. So that gave me instantly 2 kills on this Pokemon, and I was able to do what I really needed to do. Now this thing, Donphan, I'm like, ooh, I need chip, don't I? So Ice Punch was the play. Wolf Return was the play. But I was also like, freezing this thing would be nice, so let's go for this more frisky play, go for that. He sets up Rocks. I'm able to get a bit more chip with Return instead, bring this thing super low, and he kills me. Now I have a couple options here, but I decided to go into a more safe one, which was Whimsicott. And at this point, you see I'm at 54. Every version of Scizor killed me with BP, so I'm like, oh, that's gross, I can't see what you are. But it was more than likely physically offensive. Now, looking at the fact that I have Rocks Up, 1, I have, and I have 3 coverage moves to destroy his team with Electros. This thing was a cleaner. I was able to look flamethrower here on Dragonite, and no, I thunderbolted. I made the big brain, and looking at that roll, you're like, oh no, 37, which was a high roll right there, and I'm like, wait. He's just gonna try to win. He's just gonna dance on me, and I have HP Ice, so I'm like, oh no, and he just tried to win. He did. He just tried to kill me. 42%. You take me for a fool. Was another roll. It's a roll as he thought, but it was not a roll. Now, he had two plays. Obviously, it wouldn't be Vaporeon as his play. Vaporeon's just not what he should do. So I would always go Scizor here, as he does, and I had two choices. I could expect a U-turn and Thunderbolt, or I could just think he stays in. So he U-turns and goes Vaporeon. Did I make the play I needed to make there? I didn't. I went for the safer bet. And this thing actually ended up outspeeding me because it's relatively fast. And I'm at a losing spot. I don't have enough chip on this thing to kill it with Victini. And Ninetales dies to this thing. So I've lost. I'm like sitting here thinking it's over. I have to go Victini and bluff a Bolt Strike. As he protects, I Bolt Strike actually. I actually raw Bolt. And I do it again. That did 79 showing especially defensive. This thing, and he hits me with he hits Wish. He wishes. And I go Ninetales. Now, he switches as well. And this is where it all hell goes loose now. Statistically speaking, this thing's health was so low that a Scarf V-Create might have actually ended up killing him with rocks. But I don't think it did. I actually can't go into damage calc because I don't have my keyboard plugged in, because I have a lot of things plugged in right now. Don't worry about the details. But yeah, so I had to make him think I was going to switch and go for the HP Fire. So I was forced into HP Fire here. There was no other play. I did it. He didn't Bullet Punch, and he Sword Stance. And now this thing is in range with the hail of a Bolt Strike. Meaning Victini can pull off this if I don't miss either of them. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss them both. I'm going to miss them both. He Bullet Punches. I live on 14%. And it comes down to this one last play. I'm at 8. He's at 14. I am stuck into Bolt Strike with a 93% chance to hit. And he protects. I'm like, oh, I hit that one. It's over. I'm gonna miss. Hail's gone. He can't stall me out. Bolt Strike hits, and I just beat Ryo. Dude, that was such a good game. Great game by Ryo. I played every card I could correctly. If he would have just Bullet Punched instead of Sword Stance, it would have been game over. I would have lost. But he didn't. He kind of a little bit risky, and I got a little bit of a win. So I went into week 4 against Scoot, aka Zamcro here. And that's going to be a losing matchup. I mean, Scoot is crazy good. His team is crazy good, boys. I can't wait to see the battle. But yeah, so we're 3-0 with a +4 differential. We are 3-0, boys. Scoot was actually also 3-0 in the making of this. So it was 2 3-0s going at it week 4. The 2 left. And the winner is 4-0, boys. The winner is 4-0. Is it going to be me? It could be. I mean, Scoot, you'll have to watch and find out. Because it is a good game, let me tell you. But yeah, so that was me versus Ryo. Send love his way. You know, Rad's awesome battler. Great game to him. I just had to prep so hastily and so crazy for him. That win was crazy. So good game to him. I hope to battle him later, maybe in postseason, playoffs. We'll see where that takes us. And I've been rambling now, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you liked the video.